What is up, YouTube? We are back in the garage again. Lots of things happening. Got a whole plethora of Harley wheels sitting up on the bench, a couple more on the floor next to the dog. Brought the fork lowers over to my buddy's shop, tried doing a quick little shave on those, and then had a weird realization of I don't really know what I'm doing exactly yet. So, lowers, one side shaved, excuse me, on the fender stays. Got that knocked out. This is for a dual caliper mount. I did not take these off yet because I had an epiphany last night while I was sitting here looking at, lay all of these parts out together. One more fork lower, we can throw these up on the bench. I did a rough cut on the lathe, and by me, I mean my buddy decided to help me out on that. He just did a set for his girlfriend's sporty build. I have no problem using their stuff and doing that, but he kind of volunteered, which is awesome. I appreciate that. It saves me a bunch of time, and I don't know, it's therapeutic for both of us. We like playing with the lathe. So, fork lowers are semi-shaved, nowhere near done. Fork tubes are bare, sitting on the ground. Brand new 18 high shoulder tire is here. And in this box, I got springs, fork seals, and the rear wheel parts that I need to assemble that Ironhead rear wheel. So that might happen tonight. Let me turn you guys around real quick. I had every intention of using this Hullcraft 19. Started polishing it up yesterday. This side is completely done, and my fingers started hurting, I'm not gonna lie. So I took a break on the outer side of this side of the wheel. So left side looks super nice, center hub is polished up and cleaned. Outside, which is the easy part, is not done yet. So this 19 Hullcraft is going to go on the ground. I had every intention of running that wheel on the rigid frame. I do still want to run this 18 high shoulder with all of its dings and imperfections. So the bearings in the box that Shovel's trying to grab for me right now are going to go into this wheel. We'll get this loaded. This tire, not going to run that. The plan is to take this real big tire, chopper style, and throw that on there. So that helps for a rough visual mock-up. Maybe I can take a step back. Super, super beefy, super meaty, big tall tire, especially on an Ironhead. That's, I think, the best combination you can have. It is going to be a drum brake Ironhead, so I can't really adjust the gearing. Not doing a disc brake on there. I want to keep it mechanical drum, which really limits you on your options in terms of gearing. You can go up on the front sprocket, but since it's also kick only, I can't go too big. It's not like I can put a 26 or 27 tooth front on there, because whatever it will be, if it's kick only, you need to keep the triangulated bolts on there, because that's also the kicker cover bushing, along with the support for the kicker shaft. So, big high shoulder wheel. I'm running into issues on that because the oil tank that I wanted to run sits too far back, since it's on the back side of the frame. It sits behind the frame rail, like the down tube, which means that it sits too far back, and an 18 high shoulder, I couldn't even get that tire to line up in the frame. Without the wheel, without air, without a tube, it was still rubbing on the oil tank. So now I'm at this weird dilemma of, I have a brand new 18-inch tire. I really want to run that. I have very limited time, so making an oil bag or oil tank from scratch, it is an option. I'm just running short on time. I'd like to keep it chrome. I will not be able to get it chrome in time for the show in March, nor will I be able to, well, I could powder coat it, blast and coat it, do it black or something, maybe make it a matching color, go super 90s, and keep everything the same color scheme. I haven't thought about that part yet, working on it. Keep you guys updated as we progress. Either way, 18 high shoulders done. I'm going to try and slap this wheel together, at least get the bearings in, because that wheel's got to get trued up anyway. One of my other good buddies, big BMX guy, also does wheels, so I'm going to run this over to him, loaded, essentially, and he can true that up so I know everything's good from the get-go when we start rolling and moving forward. Like I said, shave the fork lowers, don't be overly critical or tell me what I did wrong. I don't really care. We did not center bearing support or live bearings support the backside. This was just a quick rough cut to kind of get it semi cleaned up, and the epiphany I had is I don't have a tire for this 19 Hullcraft, so I'm gonna have to buy a brand new tire and tube for that. A couple $150 or so. Not the end of the world, but not really any money that I want to spend. However, if we go back over to the fire bike next to the Super Glide, tucked back in the corner where it belongs, I have a complete good 35 mil front end. Super crusty, super beat up. Fork legs I have sitting over there. Fork lowers, these are fine, these are loaded. Springs, everything else. I will have to make a spacer if I do run the longer tubes. Just a PVC spacer in there, which shouldn't be the end of the world. But I also have this other Hullcraft, OG Hullcraft mini drum. Well, I got the bracket here. I have the arm. The only thing this wheel needs to be a functional mini drum is the actual drum itself. And the best part, it's got a decent Avon Speedmaster on it already. Very, very, very far from perfect. It's not a brand new tire by any means. But that would get me at least one season, even if I end up replacing it. It's also set up for 3/4 bearings, so I already converted that. That was 5/8 when I got it. I now have 3/4 bearings in that wheel. Whereas that Hullcraft on the floor, I need to figure out which bearings I need. I thought the ones from this 21 will work, but visually, I don't think they will direct swap in. So that's kind of where we're at. Lots of different happenings. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be what. I need to rebuild several sets of wheels and get all of these trued up. I really, really, really want to put the bearings in that 18 high shoulder and swap the tire over. But if I'm going to get it trued up, I should do that now. The other option would be to throw the tire on, use it for mock-up, and then realize that it's kind of messed up and have to readdress or re-disassemble the entire thing, trying to avoid doing everything multiple times, which is why I didn't pull that entire front end off of the fire bike in the corner yet. It's cheaper, substantially cheaper. Bearings are set up, everything's good. I got wheel spacers already made, and that wheel is sitting centered and flush in the forks. That should, in theory, work exactly the same with the new front end going back onto the other bike. So right now, odds are, it's already super late tonight, 10, 11, something like that. I'm not going to pull the front end off of the Sporty tonight, but I think tomorrow I'm going to try and get home a little bit earlier and yank the front end, the complete front end off of that. Then I will run that front end. It's not shaved or anything else, but I can run that front end on that frame, actually bolt it in my magical box of parts. I also have the neck cup kit, the conversion to get rid of the ball bearings for the 7/8 Timken style bearings. So I will slap those neck cups in the frame, bolt that front end directly onto the chopper frame. Tube length is kind of irrelevant, but it might come into play just because the backside of this is so tight in the frame itself. So more mock-up, more work to do. That's kind of where we're at. Thanks for watching. We'll update you guys in the next day or two once I get all this stuff flip-flopped, and we'll definitely have some videos coming your way with the rest of it. We're going to do a time-lapse video on the fork lowers. We are going to do a full fork rebuild at some point, but we're a ways off until these are fully machined and I figure out what I'm doing. Maybe a teardown on a front end. I don't know. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. This is going to come out way before that. Everything else is going to be in the next couple days because I need to edit some stuff and I need to figure out where we're going on this. So thanks for watching. Last little bit of fork and wheel updates for a little bit until I start yanking parts and making it all work. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button. I know we're kind of creeping up on that 600 mark. I don't know what it is. I don't really care about the comments. I like it answering you guys and talking to you guys. But every time we get closer to 100 mark, it's kind of like, oh, I'm right there. So trying to get to 1,000 by June, if that's of interest to anybody. Thanks for watching. Help me out. Support the channel. I will have shirts coming soon for everybody. If anybody is interested, I'm super happy on the design. I think those just got shipped today. So if those show up in the next couple days, I'll be rocking a shirt. Buy one when they come available. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.